Hello, and welcome to a show unlike any other. Your talk, your show. I'm Matt Dingle, and this is the Friday Happy Hour Show. On this episode,
it's impressions time. I show off my impressions and what I can do, some of which I've never done before. I hope they go well. Plus, we talk about lots more stuff, but mostly impressions. It's the Friday Happy Hour Show, and it starts right now.
We're going. Hello, folks. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the Friday Happy Hour Show. This is my fourth show. Today is Friday, August 16th, 2019. It's currently 5 o'clock. Welcome to the Friday Happy Hour Show. For those joining us for the first time, me for the first time, hi. This is my little talk show I do. Well, not really talk show. More like an audience interaction show. I guess you could say. Although we talk about whatever we choose. Basically, yeah. Yeah. That's how it started. Hopefully everybody had a nice 2 weeks. I did not do a show last week because I was on vacation last week. So, back again and ready to have some fun with you fine people. Once we start getting people to roll in here. Should be a lot of fun. First, let me talk about my vacation and what in the world I did and where I went. So, my parents have a trailer down near the Rappahannock River in Rappahannock County, Virginia, and God knows what I thought. Okay, my parents have a trailer down in Virginia, and we go there like a couple weekends during the summer. It does happen to be one of those weekends. Well, my friend next door brought a couple of her friends down, and we just had a really great time. We were down Wednesday to Sunday, and it was just a blast. I love going down there. We'll be going back down there Labor Day weekend, so no show that week. No show, and there'll be no show on the 30th. I'll tell you folks now. No show on August 30th. No show. May do a show next week, may not. But yeah. How are you folks doing? Nice to see you folks here again. Very happy that you folks are here. Just chatting it out today. I don't know really what to talk about. I really didn't plan out the topics we were going to talk about today. But there is one I want to talk about, and I read this in the news last night. There was a man in Washington State who was pulled over by a cop. He played Pokemon Go, you know, the Pokemon game that everybody talks about. Let me see. Mr. Meatballs, how you doing, good sir? Nice that you're here. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, man in Washington State gets pulled over by a cop, and he, it was found out that he was playing Pokemon Go on 8 different phones. 8 of them. I just think that's insane. Like, I'm guessing, according to what someone told me, they were like older models, like an iPhone 4 or something like that. But still, either way, 8 phones. First of all, who has 8 phones? Who has 8 phones? Unless you work for, unless you have yourself and like 7 other business phones, it just don't work that way. Nah, it doesn't work that way. That's just me, but I think having 8 phones is just way over the top. Way over the top. And especially phones nowadays costing like, oh god. What if the iPhone XR costs? Doesn't that cost like $1,000 or something like that? He was just really flexing on Android people. Good point. Good point, yeah. They didn't specify what phones though. I'm just saying in general. They didn't specify what phones. Apparently this guy had it in like a special foam, and then had like little cutouts. Honestly, I think that alone is genius. I will give him credit for that. But because he was not texting and driving, they didn't give him anything. They didn't give him like a ticket, get arrested or anything like that. So that's how you play the cops, honestly. That's just me. That's how you play the cops. I'm just saying. But yeah, that was an interesting story. If anybody was in Michigan, I know we talked about conventions the last time we had the show a couple weeks ago. Michigan Comic-Con's a big one coming up this weekend. Of course, I'm nowhere near Michigan. For those that don't know, I'm a Maryland guy. Yippee! Yay, Maryland. Yep, East Coast. So, for some weird reason, I've been reading a lot of Reddit stories over the last, I don't know, week or so, especially the pro-revenge stories, the, other stuff. Well, starting August 27th, doing something with someone on Fridays. And what is it you're planning on doing on Fridays? September 6th, okay. September 6th, okay, that is a Friday, I think. Yeah, that is a Friday. Okay, September 6th. I was supposed to say August 27th. When's that? Anyway, I'm just kidding. That's fine. That's fine. Do what you gotta do. Anyway, what was that? Oh, yeah. One of the big conventions last time. East Coast, Beast Coast. You better know it, my man. You better know it. East Coast, Beast Coast. Oh, yeah. I lost my train of thought. Is there a No. No, there is not. I don't have a girlfriend. I will tell you that now. I'm single. I'm kind of proud of it right now. Tell me about myself. Okay. If you want me to tell you guys about me, since most of you in the chat are viewing the show for the first time, I will go ahead and do that. I'm glad to do that. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, as I said. East Coast, East Coast. I am currently a college student. Or a Mr. I don't judge. I don't judge either. I don't judge either. I'm not. But, anyway, I'm a college student currently studying business administration. What else is there to tell me? I'm a big Muppets fan. I'm gonna pull up my stuff back here. See, this is most of my Muppet stuff up here. Some over in another area of the room as well. What is there talking about me? I'm a semi-impressionist. I can sort of do impressions. Most of them are Muppet impressions, though. But yeah. Have any commands? I haven't really gotten into commands just yet. I have one for me, but I don't really plan on releasing that quite yet. But I will eventually. Down the line, I probably will have some commands. I haven't really thought of any. If you guys have any commands, any command ideas, I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear them. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? Me, retro is the best. I love retro. Old stuff. What's my favorite color? For the longest time, my favorite color was yellow. I don't know why. But now all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but my favorite color is now green. I don't know how or why it even happened. Probably thanks to Kermit the Frog. I don't know, but that's beside the point. Well, now we gotta hear some of the... You guys want to hear some impressions? I don't think I've done impressions on the show yet. God. Nice way to start this show off. They're mostly Muppet impressions, though, I'll tell you that, since obviously you can tell I'm a big Muppets fan. Before I do that, green, awesome, cool. Oh god, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. In fact, let's hear some Kermit. Oh god, okay. I haven't really drank much water today, but, I'll tell you that right now. I guess it's kind of gonna sound like Steve Whitmer's Kermit, I'll tell you that. It's not gonna sound the best, because I haven't done it in a while, okay. I'll just say it right now. It's not gonna sound the best, but there goes nothing. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, and this is a mystery box. Now I'll give you 3 clues as to what is in this mystery box. It's just something. I just feel bad for Crimson Senate being green. That is honestly true. It never really is easy being green in today's society. But it is easy being all sorts of colors. I don't usually do impressions on the spot though. That's a crazy thing, but that was epic. It was. I haven't done Was It Kermit in a while. So it was kind of like, you know, adjusting it again. My first impression I ever did, I'll tell you, my first impression I ever did was Miss Piggy. And you know, I mean, I don't know how my first impression was Miss Piggy. I was really good. Thank you. I don't really do it on the spot though. Yeah, my first impression, I think it was like 5 years ago. Keep in mind, I haven't done anything professionally at all. I have not done anything professionally. At least not yet anyway. But there is one that I'll save for a little later. There's one impression I will save a little later. And I have a story with that impression I'll tell a little bit later. But my first impression was Miss Piggy. This was like 5 years ago. I think I can still do Miss Piggy. I can especially do her angry voice. You know, something like, you know, something like that. Something like that. It's probably not as good as, can I do Peter from Family Guy? Not yet. Not yet. I don't really watch Family Guy that much. I could look into that though. I could look into that. But I haven't really watched Family Guy. I know. I need to. I feel like I should watch the older one. So, it's just I really haven't really watched a lot of Family Guy. I'm gonna be honest. I really need to. I mean, okay, maybe I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes, but not really enough to really develop the character well. But that is one I want to do. That's one I really want to do down the line. Oh God, what are some other? Most of my impressions are Muppet impressions. A good majority of them anyway. Hi, Frankie. Just one, that's a good one. One other, Frankie, I'm just, if I was just joining us, I'm just, showing off my Muppet impressions. Some I haven't done in a while. What other ones can I do? I can do Gobo Fraggle from Fraggle Rock. That's a really good one I can do. Can you do Donald Trump? Oh my God. Can you do Donald Trump getting a butt massage? No, but I can do Ronald Reagan. I can do Frankie, I'll get to Trilo. Don't worry. I'll get to Trilo. But I can do Ronald Reagan though. That's like one of the only presidents I can actually do. It's like, well, there you go again. We gotta get the money, but we don't have the money. It's something like that. It's actually not that bad considering I was way before. Reagan and Bush 84. Oh God, that was. I mean, I don't really do presidents that often though, but that's like one of the only ones I can do. That's like one of probably the only president I can do the voice of. And honestly, I don't really do it that often, but I'll tell you when I can do really good. I mean, I know we're getting off of the Muppets for a moment, but one of the ones I can really do really good is oh God, I forgot, Morgan Freeman. I can actually do Morgan Freeman pretty good too. Like, hi, I'm Morgan Freeman. Did you know I've been a white guy all this time? Something like that. I know the rules are new politics. Do I think Jeffrey Epstein was murdered? I don't know. Honestly. I've been hearing a lot about the Epstein things that have been going around and whatnot. I don't know. I honestly can't tell. Do I want to talk on Discord at the team? Maybe. Thank you. Like, okay. Let me explain. I went through puberty early. I started going through puberty when I was probably 11 years old. That's how my voice has gotten so deep. You know? Where my glasses? Thank you very much. They've gotten, I guess, a professional look. I guess you can say, because I like a professional look. And about my hair, I don't really like it parted down like this. I hate that. Oh, this is okay, but when it's long, I hate it when it's like all the way down here. It just looks like over here. I just like it parted sideways because it looks more professional to me. And my robe, well, my camouflage robe looks pretty great anyway. But thank you. I've had these robes for quite a few years. But that's beside the point. I was gonna see what other Muppet impressions can I do going back to Muppet impressions here. Where the purple robe? Look, okay, if those who don't know, Frankie's been a friend of mine for a few years now, but how many times do I have to tell you, Frankie, this is not a purple robe. This is not purple at all. Why did you think that this was purple? This is not purple. This is gray. Why did you think this was purple? Come on. This was not purple. This was not purple. What is my favorite kind of music? Gosh, I have so many. I really like early 80s. I like 80s music. I mentioned earlier. No, this is not purple. Why would you think it was purple? Anyway, I love almost all sorts of music. I'm not too big on metal, a little bit of country. That's not a reference. Come on, Frankie, clearly not purple. It's not. See, I don't know why he thought it was purple either. I guess maybe because of the lighting, I guess it looks a little bit purple. But no, actually it looks kind of, this isn't like, yes you do, I think your eyes are on backwards. I mean, if you look at it here, this kind of looks like, from what you guys are seeing, this kind of looks like a little bit of a dark purple, but it's gray. It's gray. Although I could get a purple robe for Christmas though. I could. That could be a good option. Somebody wanted me to do animal. I can do that. I can do animal. I don't know how good it's gonna be. I haven't really done voice of animal, but I mean, I'll try. You really think this is black? I can see. Anyway, no, I'm not painting it, but come on, man. I kind of get that reference. Stop. Anyway, going back to animal here. I think I can do animal. Let me see if I can pull off something on the spot here. Woman! Ah! I know my voice cracked a little bit. There, but do I mind? No, I don't mind at all. I don't mind if my voice cracked. I think my voice cracked like 3 times a day. And, whatevs. Anyway, cracked voice. Yeah. I don't know. I've had water today, and like water helps, but I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Maybe paint it purple and green. No. I'm not painting these. Is it even possible to paint? Hold up. Is it even possible to paint robes? I don't think it is, especially with this type of material. I don't even know if it's even possible to do that. I don't know. What was another one I was going to do before I got sidetracked? Oh yeah, that's right. Gobo Fraggle from Fraggle Rock. That's one of my favorites to do. Gobo Fraggle is one of my favorites. Oh god, let me see if I can, well, in that case, get a purple and green one. I don't know if they have them in that color combination. I don't know. Maybe I can get a purple one. We'll kind of match this one with the purple and green. If you're trying to reference what I think you're referencing, stop. Like, I'm starting to get these images in my head, like, what is reminding me of? Like, no. Gobo Fraggle is another one I can really do really well. Let me see if I can try and see if I can pull off something here. Again, these are on the spot. Like, first thing that comes to my head. So just so you folks understand, I don't have any script for any of these. I'll tell you that now. Anyway, Gobo Fraggle from Fraggle Rock. Oh God, are we really gonna go through this? Are we really gonna go through this, Frankie? It's like, oh, come on, Uncle Matt. You told me we were gonna go exploring. Look. You told me yesterday we were gonna go exploring today, and now it's almost dark. We can't go exploring out in the dark. Now for traveling Matt. Oh, yes we can, Nephew Gobo. What do you mean? What do you mean we can't go exploring in the dark? Oh, yes we can, boy. Here's something I found that the Sui creatures use. What are these? I don't have a flashlight with me. For those wondering what in the world's going on, Frankie here can do a pretty good traveling Matt impression too. I don't know who's better, but anyway, that's that point. If this was on like Instagram Live, I'd definitely have him on stream. Uncles love exploring in the dark. Well, they kind of do. I don't know, but Fraggle Rock was one of my favorite shows. Wow, that just went dark. I love exploring in the dark. Hey, I really don't have nothing to say. I don't have really anything to say about that. I just read that as Gobo, and now I feel kind of creeped out. Thanks a lot. This is really gonna go like that. Well, we kind of had trouble the last show. Kind of don't want to go through it again, but I feel oh god, well, where's some other Muppet impressions I can do? I can possibly pull off Scooter. Scooter's a pretty good one I can do. I think it's gonna sound more like, I don't know if it's gonna sound like Richard Hunt or David Redmond. I don't know. After this, I may need to get a drink of water because, like, I'll get to Piggy again. I did her like angry tone, and that went well. Scooter. What was I gonna do for Scooter? Oh yeah, I remember now. Oh god. Steve Martin. 15 seconds of curtain, Mr. Martin. I guess it kind of needs some higher, but still, I mean, it's not bad. It was also, that was also one of my first ones I could do. But thank you for mentioning Piggy, Frankie. Piggy was the first one I can. Can I do Shaggy? I don't know. I don't know if I can do Shaggy. I don't know if I can do Scooby either. Like, I really haven't developed into those yet. But you really? Frankie, you can do Shaggy? I didn't know. And Scooby. Really? Oh, Scooby kinda. Oh yeah. Join Scoob, let's get out of here. My voice cracked again. My voice cracked again. I don't know why. I feel like somebody's at the door. No, it's not. Nobody's at the door. False alarm. But yeah, my voice cracked again. It's like, I can do it, but my voice cracked again. I don't know why. I mean, I haven't really done. I think that might be my first time I've done Shaggy, but yeah, my voice is cracked. Let me go get a drink of water. Y'all talk amongst yourselves for like a few seconds. Here. There we go. Nothing like a red solo cup, right? Other than the crack, boys. Yeah, Frankie, I'll get to those. God, I don't know if I can do Scooby though. I don't know. Hey, rock roll. Maybe. I miss him already. Stop it. Good. It's like row. I mean, it's the first time I've done Scooby, but like it needs to be a little more high. Thank you for the crab emojis. Thank you for the crab emojis, my man. I've been here. Nothing like a red soda. And trust me, this is filled with water. It's not filled with alcohol or anything. See? Water. Great. What do you mean you got scared I'd never come back? God. What do you mean? I only said I was going to get some water, and it's like, oh my god, he's gonna die! Ah! Come on! What am I sipping on? It's just water. It's just water. Like, it's like, y'all doing too much. I swear. I really love doing this show. Y'all doing too much, though. Because, like, it's exactly what someone who's sipping on vodka would say. But I'm not drinking vodka. Do I have any... Maybe you drown... Shut up! I hate all of you! God. I hate you all. Anyway, do I have any hobby? Do I have any other hobbies? Well, I don't know where I get my water. Maybe a deep well at the bottom of a can. Now, we have our own little Brita filter. And, that's where we get, at least my water from. Just be glad it's not from Flint. Yeah, I said that. Do I care? It's kind of true, though. Or from the garden hose. I'm not really a garden hose. We do have a garden hose, though. Don't worry, folks. But let me tell you, folks, on speaking of vodka, my dad and his brothers, I guess you could say it's story time, I guess. My dad and his, damn, I figured don't flex on this like that. Nah. I'm not trying to flex on y'all. Nah. Anyway, where was I? Right. Story time. This story dates back to the summer of 1984. I guess this is about 15 minutes from my current house. This is really my parents' house. I've been growing up here forever. There's a little area called Ferndale. And my grandparents, God rest both of them, had a little house. And they had, I think my grandparents were going out somewhere for the evening, and my dad and his brothers, my uncles, asked if they could have a party, and they said, I forget what this. They probably said no, but little did they know how many people showed up. Keep in mind again, this was 1984, so I guess this was probably after the time the drinking limit went up to 21, because it changed to 21 that year. But anyway, they had like 200 to 300 people at that house, and that house is, I don't know, kind of, it's not like a mansion. It's kind of like your normal 2-story house, I guess. Well, no, not really a 2-story. There's a basement, and then up here is like the actual house. Like the basement is like here. Like say the bottom's like here. This is the basement, and then this is like the actual house with the kitchen and stuff like that. That's what kind of house it is. I think it was built in like the 50s or something, like 1958, I think. And this just led to a whole bunch of parties that my family had during the 80s and early 90s. I think by the early 90s they decided to die down because, you know, my uncle Billy got married in 1989. I think my uncle Rob got married in 1985, I want to say. And then my dad got married in 1995 and moved here the following summer. So, yeah, that's that. But there's another story similar to that. my mom, my mom and dad, they've been dating for over 30 years. I mean, like I said, they were married in '95, but they uh, they met in late April of '87, and then a week later was my mom's birthday. So dad decided to throw a little party for her mom for her birthday. At that might be on that. Hold on. Oh. Yes, it is. One moment, please. Hello. Okay. I'll be out in one moment. Speaking of dad, I gotta go help him. Talk amongst yourselves and welcome my little panda bear. He's cute. Yeah. No. Stay. Good. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. And no, I'm not gonna. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna relax just a little bit. Just a tad bit. There we go. Yeah. So the delay here. There. That's better. Yes. Ooh, ceiling. Kind of need to get a new. Yes, we've had this in forever. Hey, this is my little panda bear. Never showed you guys. Had this little guy for probably about 7 years. Was visiting. No, my dad came home from work. Cause it's 5 o'clock. Look, I'm gonna explain the whole pie thing in just a moment. Where did I get the panda from?
Ice cream classes today.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna pass them. There's in the sink.
Figured you need to clean them.
Now you need to put it away when you're done with it.
All right.
Thinking, but when you're done with it, you need to put it away. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Nobody likes to be thought of except me. And trust me, I don't want to be selfish. No, we don't. We don't want to be selfish. Yeah, I just found it somewhere. Just run across the room real fast. Back. Nobody likes to be thought of. Why not? Yes, ceiling. Great. Why are you folks so intrigued about the ceiling? It's like, ooh, ceiling. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I am a working man. Yeah, I kind of am. Where did I get my panda from? I think I got him from the, I don't know if it was the aquarium out here, but, yes, it was, to answer your question. I think I got it from the, either the science center out here. I think I did. I think they have like a little store and they have like little stuffed animals. That's where I got mine. Is his name Little Bear? No. Good thought though. I like the thought because he is tiny. In a good way. His name is Bamboo. Baltimore Aquarium is one of the most magical places on earth. It is. I haven't been there in years though. I haven't. But I went to the Baltimore Zoo, though, one year. There was, speaking of local things around here, nice panda. Okay, y'all are weird. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I went to Washington, D.C. when I was in, like, 3rd grade. Right, this, keep in mind, this was about a decade ago.
we went on a field trip to Washington, D.C. It was about 40 minutes from here. And I'm trying to remember. What's the panda's name? Bamboo. Bamboo is his name. Bamboo. Nice name. Anyway, Washington, D.C., 3rd grade. I'm trying to remember. What happened? This is like a long time ago.
Michael?
This is the
Michael.
floor.
Whose slippers? Who's are they?
What a beautiful name.
Are they Michael's?
What's the name that came up
Put
with?
them on your feet or put them away? Matt, are they your shoes?
Yeah, those are my
Don't go on the
girls.
steps anymore, right?
Right.
Where'd he go?
Over there.
Over here. Okay, thank you. Over here or on your feet?
No, we're not 1974.
Put them over here, Dad. Put them there. That's fine.
It's gonna be. Anyway, guys, this is gonna be this is gonna be a fun rest of the show today. I'm gonna tell you. Now, where was I? Right. I forgot. Oh yeah, Washington D.C. It was about 10 years ago. We took a field trip, and you folks remember where on the steps where Martin Luther King spoke for his "I Have a Dream" speech back in 1963. Well, they have a little plaque there, and it said something like, "This is where Martin Luther King Jr. spoke his "I Have a Dream" speech, August 28, 1963. I stood on the exact step and said, when I grow up, I want to be a game show host. I kid you not. I actually did. And I know we were just talking about Dad earlier. There's a story I don't think I've told anybody. Not really. This was probably either that same year. Yes, I did. There was this. It was probably the same year, the year before. I think it was the year before. It was during American Education Week, and they had everybody go around and introduce who they were with them. And I think I said something like, "This is my dad, and he likes watching the NFL on CBS." Which he still does. He still likes watching the NFL on CBS. Keep in mind, I was only like 7 or 8 years old at that time. I think it was 7. But yeah, you know, it's just love him to death. Well, now he tells us dirty stories. I don't know if I want to get into it. Andrew Richards, thank you so much for coming out. Greatly appreciate it. Hope to see you again sometime. Thank you very much for trade. Traitor. Oh man. Oh good. Traitor. This is probably the best show I've ever done. The last 4 shows we've done. Am I a fan of football? I am. Not as big of a fan as I once was, but yeah. Wait. What's this? What's this notification? Wow. Apparently the Proud Family is coming back. Y'all folks remember the Proud Family on Disney Channel. It's coming back with new episodes on Disney Plus. And I loved the Proud Family. That was a good show back then. But, you a Ravens fan? Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. I am a Ravens fan. They did pretty good last night against the Packers. Last night was week 2 of the preseason. Favorite game show? Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I always liked Wheel of Fortune. I really did. Although I think that's a close second. My favorite, Price is Right. Loved Price is Right. Loved it when Bob Barker was on. Do I miss Joe Flacco? Kind of. But you know, he'd been around the team for many years. I figured, you know, he'd go someplace else. Apparently T. Sizzle Troll Suggs is a Arizona Cardinal now, which is interesting. Ooh no, shut up. What was I going to talk about earlier? Oh, yeah, the whole pie thing with Dad and pie. So, I really forget how it started. It was less than a year ago. And, just out of the blue. Just completely out of the blue. Out of random. He screamed, "Pie." Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. right as I was about to say it too. You may as well say it, not me. And yeah, he screamed out "pie" out of nowhere, and I was on voice chat with a couple other people. They heard it and they lost it. They just lost it. But there was one other story. Try not to burst out laughing. Nah, it's just the timing of that. It's just the timing. It was just perfect. But that's beside the point. What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. So apparently my dad is also kind of dirty too. Let me tell one story in particular. It was around Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna try it, and nah, I'm not. Me and my cousin, speaking of pie, we went out Thanksgiving night to Dad's car, and we had to search for pies. It's true. We had to find the pies in the car and then bring them into the house for dessert. Sounds obvious. But I, strangely enough, found a little calendar. I think I have it right here. Give me 1 second to grab it. This is like a local one here. I hope I don't get suspended for this. But come on, stay. There it is, right there, and let's go with company down here. This was like real interesting. I flipped through this and just like, oh my god, what in the world did I just find? This was in his car, not mine, okay? And when I told him, like, you're not gonna believe what I found, and it was this calendar right here. And I know everybody's going crazy now. And he told me I think he told me you can keep it. I looked at him like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're letting your own son keep your calendar that was in your car with all these girls on it. All these girls. He let me keep it. I'm just like, are you kidding me? I don't know why, but I guess I have. But I don't know why I have, but I have. Speaking of showing off, I want to go through a little bit of my Muppet collection again, because like I said earlier, I was a Muppets fan. Don't worry, but we'll get back to the impressions, though. We will get back to impressions. I know a lot of you want to hear some more, but I want to show off a little bit of my Muppet collection here. First off, I really want to show this one. This is one of my favorite pieces here. This here, you may think this is a poster. I'll get to it, Frankie. I'll get to it. This is a Fraggle Rock annual. It came out in 1983, and I love this. This is one of my favorite pieces of merchandise. Apparently, these came out in the UK. We don't know where to find it. Shut up. Here's the. Let me see if I can zoom in here. See, there it is. Copyright 1983. There's Gobo there. This is really fascinating. What Frankie's mentioning, ladies and gentlemen, is a PC game from Bear in the Big Blue House. I'll mention it later. They have stories. Anyway, back to this. They have stories, bios of the characters. Here's one of Wembley. Wembley's just so adorable. And the drawings are so accurate, too. They're, like, really amazing, and I love them. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, yes. Right here. This is a VHS tape. See, side that right there. This is a VHS tape of Muppet Babies Video Storybook Volume 3. This is based off the original Muppet Babies from the 80s. And I love the revival. I haven't watched the rest of Season 1. I started like watching like 15 episodes of Season 1, but I haven't watched the rest of them yet. Nor have I seen the Season 2 premiere. Not yet. Anyway, this came out in 1987. Although the copyright here says... See if I can get this closer here. Copyright 1986. What's weird about this is the back says 1987. So maybe it was filmed in 86 and released in 87. But we'll get back to those a little later. I want to continue my impressions. I know we were talking about impressions earlier, But what did I want to do? Oh god, I don't know which other one to do. I guess I could go into my Bear in the Big Blue House ones, I guess, and go through there. I only know two of them. I only know two impressions from Bear in the Big Blue House, and I actually have a DVD that Frankie here actually sent me a while back. Let me see if I can get it here. Here it is. Yeah, yay, ceiling. Oh, wonderful. It's like, yay, ceiling. I don't know why everybody's so intrigued about my ceiling. I guess it's because you don't really see these types of ceilings anymore. I guess. But yeah, I'm waiting for someone to say, look, ceiling. But no, that's beside the point. Frankie actually sent me this DVD. It's called Potty Time with Bear. It's 2 episodes of Bear in the Big Blue House. This came out in 2004. And I think I've watched only like 1 episode of this on the DVD. But I love Bear in the Big Blue House. I'm a big fan. Love Bear. And let me tell you folks a little story here. Yes, you'll thank me later. Yeah, whatever, Frankie. Anyway, if you folks are around Philadelphia, they had a little convention in April called the Great Philadelphia Comic-Con. And this past year, Noel McNeil, the guy that performed Bear, was in Philadelphia. When I first found out, I really wanted to go. It's like, keep in mind, it was like a week before the convention I found out. I was like, I really want to go. And keep in mind also that this was like the week of my spring break from college. So I'm just like, this is perfect timing for me. And so, unfortunately, I told my mom like the morning after. But unfortunately, she didn't tell Dad until like the day before I was supposed to go. I was only supposed to go one day, but he said you should have told me a little more in advance. Like, well, I didn't. I told Mom like a week before. The crazy thing is, I think it was like a week after the convention. Mom told me, and I quote, I think it was something like, why don't you look up where this gentleman is gonna be? If this gentleman's gonna be around here again. I looked at her deer in the headlights look, I kid you not. It's weird because he performed a bear for 10 years, folks. Oh no. No. This is where we start to go downhill, folks. Anyway, anywho. Where were we? Oh yeah. I think I can only do like 2. There's Tutter, the Little Blue Mess scene right here. And one I'll get to in a moment here. I don't know if my Tutter one is gonna be like as good as it used to be. I don't even think it's. I mean, I think it's okay considering I've done it before. Have I seen Shadow? Shut up. No. Shut up. You can tell Frankie's also a big fan of Bear in the Big Blue House too. It was a show we both grew up with. Premiered in 1997 and ran through 2006. But anyway, that's beside the point. Anywho, should I go ahead and yeah. Nah, I can't really do Tutter as good as I really used to, but do I want to though? Do I really want to do Tutter? It's probably not gonna sound that good. It's probably gonna sound a little weird because, like, I don't know. It just sounds weird to me. But I don't know. But I mean it's okay, but it's okay. Anyway, let me see if I can pull something off here. I think I remember a couple lines from the show's first season. It was something like, "Oh, they're probably looking at me." Oh god, what was the line again? Oh, I can't remember. Oh yeah. "Oh, they'll probably look at me and say, 'Hey, look at little mouse and rat. He really likes to get attention.'" Something like that. Like, it doesn't have that raps. Like, that one didn't really have the raps, the whole rasp. The rasp.
is like all it needs now, and then it's like almost there. It's almost there, but something like that. Anyway, like I just don't really have enough raspiness in my voice to really perfect Tutter. It's getting there, but like it just needs a little more raspiness. That's what I personally believe. But oh yeah, that line, of course. You don't really need any raspiness for that one. The ever classic thank you, yeah. Now that one I can actually do perfectly, as you probably just heard, but anyway, that's beside the point. Hold on one moment. Just one moment. I'm gonna throw some stuff away. One moment, please. Okay, so we're having 2 cakes tonight. I want to show you. Oh my God, ceiling. How did I? Hold on. Before I get to that, I want to show off 2 things here. This is a little dessert we're having tonight. There's I know nobody cares, but why not? It's Louisiana crunch cake. And then there's this one, which his name's really surprised me. A Sakatumi cake. God, Dad, why am I not surprised that you would buy this type of stuff with these dirty names? Jeez. It's like, not to be racist or anything, but I feel like he's turning into a white Jason Derulo because he's talking dirty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm sorry, but it's kind of true. I mean, with all the dirty stories I've written down, which, by the way, I should point out, I will be releasing a book about all these Dirty Bingle stories that I have. Who's Dirty Bingle? He's my dad. But, anyway, where was I? Yeah, hold on, let me switch over. There you go. Anyway, that's beside the point. How long have we gone? Probably just under an hour. Okay. I mean, he's dirty. He's very dirty. But, that's beside the point. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. And now it's time for me to do my best impression. The impression of Trilo, green, adorable lemur from Bear in the Big Blue House. I can't remember, what exact lines I used before, but I think I'll use them again. So... God, there we go. Yeah, I guess I could start off that way. It sound like Trilo. We could start there at least. I don't. The sad thing is I don't have a Trilo book on me. I don't know what he has. Anyway, Chandler has a physical condition. Something like that. I like my logo. Thank you. Well, I actually made 2 logos. Frankie, how many times have we gone through this? Trilo is a lemur, for God's sake. Trilo is a lemur. What? Why do you keep thinking Trilo's a monkey? Folks, Trilo's a lemur, for those who didn't watch the show back in the 90s, early 2000s. Trilo's a lemur. But yeah. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Target called him a monkey. Well, that's his problem, okay? Trilo's a lemur. Okay? Trilo is a lemur. Let me say it again. Lemur. Anyway, that's beside the point. You're just going off what touch it. Yeah, whatever. That's just one person out of like a bunch of people. Okay. Bye. Anyway. What? Oh yeah. Chandler has a physical person. No, something like that. I do a lot of lines from Trilo, but I think the ones I can really do best. It's like Funny monkey. It's like that. Now where's that drum back? Not here. Anyway, God, now I just lost my. Oh yeah, I remember now. Take. No, I did that one already. Oh god, was it? Oh yeah, I remember now. That's a pretty bad nose. You can wait for. Yes, you have a very pretty tail. Something like that. And oh god. China. Frankie, I know I'm gonna break you. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna break you. But anyway, that's like the first time I've ever done my Trilo impression like live. God, I am loving this. Anyway, but I have a story to tell with that impression. Like 4 months ago, almost 4 months ago, I posted my impressions on Twitter. You can check them out on my Twitter page. It's at MMBingle. Make sure you spell it right. BINGEL1. MMBINGEL1. That's my Twitter page. I know, shameless promotion, I know. But you can find my impressions there, and you can find them also on my Instagram at DabandBingle. I know, shameless promotion, I know. But about 4 months ago, I posted my impressions on my Twitter. And the last one I said, now for my best impression, Trilo. And I tagged Tyler Bunch, who was the original performer of Trilo. Okay, he performed Trilo on the actual show. He was the actual performer of Trilo on Bear in the Big Blue House back in the 90s and 2000s. And the only reason I ad tagged him was to give him credit where credit was due. I mean, God, he performed at Lemur for years. And I kind of forgot about it for a little while as I was heading into college that morning. Like almost as soon as I start sitting down and relaxing for a little bit, preparing for my first class of the day, I see I got a reply. I said, "Not too shabby." It turns out it was Tyler Bunch himself. And I kid you not, I had to do a double take on that. I'm just like, wait, what? The original performer of Trilo liked my impression? My God. How many... Yeah, I'm just like, oh my God, he actually liked my impression. I think Noel McNeil also liked my impression of Tutter and Trilo as well. I think he also liked my impression of Trilo on Instagram. I think Peter Linz also liked my impression of Tutter on Instagram too, which was really sweet. How many voice impressions do I have? Let's see. Kermit, Miss Piggy, Scooter, Tutter, Trilo, Morgan Freeman, Ronald Ray. So probably right now, probably about somewhere between 7 and 9 right now. Right between 7 and 9 I have right now. I really do want to do more, but I don't really watch TV as often as I used to. So then again, watches TV anymore. We got the internet and we got streaming services and whatnot. So yeah, it's cool. I do want to go over here though, because I want to show off a little more of my Muppet collection of stuff. See, here we are, Muppet Show seasons 1, 2. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3. This one's a special edition. This one's the regular releases. Did not get a special edition. This one here, the 2000, is it either the 1999 or 2000? This is the 2001 DVD of Muppets Take Manhattan. Great movie. And then there's the Muppet Christmas Carol. This is the 2012 20th anniversary. I believe this is the 20th anniversary DVD. Maybe. I don't think. No, this is not. No, actually, I think it is. Let me check. Yeah, 2012 DVD release. It's not the one on Blu-ray, which came out for the 20th anniversary, but whatever. Muppets from Space. This came out. The DVD and VHS. Yes, they still have VHS tapes in 2005. This came out in 1999. Well, the DVD came out in 2005. Kermit's Swamp Years. I think I've watched this like once before. It's not that bad. 2002, but also this one the DVD for this came out in 2010. It's a very Merry Muppet Christmas movie. I don't think I've watched this in its entirety. Muppets Wizard of Oz, 2005. Never watched it. I'm hoping to someday. 2 copies of Disney's The Muppets. This was like the first Muppets merchandise that I personally received. We've had the Muppets Take Manhattan and Muppets from Space and Kermit Swamp Years for a number of years, many years, and then Muppets Most Wanted 2014 DVD, and then this one here, the Muppet movie, the original classic. This was the almost 35th anniversary edition. Came out in 2013, but yeah, and then of course I have my Bear in the Big Blue House DVD over there. And my other stuff I showed off earlier. And then up here, I have the 1996 VHS of Muppet Treasure Island. Very good movie. Great Muppet Caper. My dad actually got this for me at a flea market, I think. Yeah, that's right. He got it for me at a flea market many years back. This was the 93 VHS. And then Muppet Classic Theater. You can't really see it because of the light. That's Muppet Classic Theater. That came out in 1994. Great show. Great show. I love it. What other Muppet stuff do we have? Oh yeah, over here. This is what I was meaning to show earlier. Okay, just making sure. These are Funko Pops from, for the Fraggles. I know Gobo fell down. I know. There's Gobo, Moki, Wembley, Uncle Traveling Matt, Boober, and Red. The first one I actually received Christmas Day. Was Traveling Man, and then the rest of them came weeks later. Yeah. What have I done this summer? Well, I've gone to Virginia a lot. Other than that, I really haven't been doing very much. But I am trying to get in contact with some of my high school friends, because I graduated a year ago, and I haven't seen, like, most of my high school friends since we graduated. And they also do a podcast, not like this one, but they interview people. I think they've done 6 episodes at this point. Their channel's called Charmer Way, and they do Charmer's podcast. They just upload their 6th episode. Most of the people on there you won't know, because they're most of the people interviewed are from like around here, like my area, and a little bit further south, I guess. But it's a very good podcast. They actually interviewed someone who's actually does his own podcast. It's like a psychedelic podcast, like talking about I think, if I remember correctly, like marijuana and weed and whatnot. His name is Lorenzo Haggerty, and it was a very interesting podcast, let me say. Both his and the Charmers, I would recommend them. Anyway, set point. Did I still have any water? Okay, a little bit. Anyway, I'm trying to get in contact with my high school friends, so that way, you know, we can talk again, because it's been over a year since I've like talked to them voice to voice, face to face, whatnot. And I really wanted my one friend to come out here like just after Christmas, because we had like a family open house. Not necessarily a warming, not a housewarming, but when you've lived in the house for many years, like we always have like an open house for like friends and family to come and visit. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I really haven't done during the summer. I edited videos, signed up for classes, you know, the usual college stuff, and I've just been editing videos for my YouTube channel and whatnot, but that's beside the point. I really have nothing else to talk about, so I guess
I guess we're gonna call it here for this episode of the Friday Happy Hour Show. Thank you folks so much for coming out. I think I had like 7 viewers at one point. I know, like, yay, 10 subscriber milestone, woo! But yeah.
Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the show? Email us at thefridayhappyhourshow@gmail.com. The Friday Happy Hour Show was created by Matt Bingle. Logo created by Matt Bingle. Alternate logo created by Alex Paris. The Friday Happy Hour Show is produced by Bingle Productions Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any unauthorized duplication, copying, editing, exhibition, and or broadcast of this program or any part thereof without the consent or permission of Bingle Productions Incorporated is strictly prohibited. The Friday Happy Hour Show, copyright 2019 by Bingle Productions Incorporated. All rights reserved.